Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Um, Sorry this has been a little longer than I usually have wait time, but my husband's been home, so now I'm making a she shed in another part of my house so I can get some work done because I can't work when he's rattling around and cranking the TV up. So I know, excuses. I'll get it figured out. Anyway, so thank you for being very patient. So we're going to talk to your dad today. I don't need to explain this to you, but I like to remind you, don't forget, this is not an exact science. We communicate the best way we can. You might have to stretch it outside the box a little bit. So with that, I keep being pulled outside the window. There's nothing out there except a bunch of red tulips. It's like you're doing the same thing. It's like you feel like you need to look out the window. I don't know if you think you're going to see him walking up the drive. A car comes by all the time that looks like his car. There's something out your window. So so know if you look out your window and you see that vehicle that looks like his, or you see somebody walking down the street that looks like him, know that that's still a sign from him. And don't forget, when you get signs, validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. Okay, something about your microwave. Something about your microwave. Do you sometimes hear it open or hear it close, even if it doesn't physically move? Like where I usually work, see, I feel like I'm looking, when a vehicle goes by, I feel like I'm looking for someone. Like there's a reason I need to be looking at that. Anyway, so where I usually sit and do my readings, sometimes I'll hear my refrigerator door shut. I know it's shut. There's nobody else here, but you hear it. It doesn't mean it physically happened. Something about a noise on your microwave, like when you walk out of the room or walking into the room. Usually it doesn't happen when you're staring right at it. That's just the way it works. So know that that will be a sign from your dad. He's touching buttons on it. So you might hear the beep, 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 or you might just hear one little tiny beep. You won't necessarily hear a bunch of them. It's like when I go to one of my haunted houses. There's a piano there, and we'll be standing in the next room, and you hear just one piano key go ting, go, and everybody like, the hell just happened? And then pretty soon you'll hear another ting. So that's usually the way that it works. He knows all about the babies. He's talking about multiple, the babies. There's some, it's more than one, but he's not saying how, well, he says three. He holds up three fingers. Don't know if he's talking about the one that's currently here, or there's three that have gone back to them. He doesn't currently have them, but he knows of them. He knows they're there. He knows they're being taken care of, that they went through the process that they need to go through. He wants me to tell you, or what they've taught me is, before we come down here, before we're born, we plan our exit point. I don't understand it, but that's the way it works. It can be when you're 1 day old. It can be when you're 100 years old. The timeline can vary, but it will usually happen right in that area. It can move a little bit because of what people around this event are going to learn from it and experience and things that they need for their soul's growth. So for some reason, he wanted me to tell you that. We plan it. We know we may not consciously know when we're here in the physical, but we know before we get here our exit point. I don't know that we actually know how we're going to leave, but we know about when. And some people still have that knowing. They kind of blank us out when we come down here, so we don't remember all the stuff. But we have like amnesia from that life up there. But where was I going with that? It's been a long morning. So now, some people actually have it. They can, like it's in their subconscious. They go, yeah, I know I'm leaving pretty soon. I don't know why he wanted me to tell you that. I was asking him, why are we saying this? And I can't make him tell me. Probably something not for me to know. He wants you to know that he got to touch the soul of this baby before it came here. The one that you currently have coming. See if he's going to show something. I'm waiting to see if he's going to do something. Don't know if there's going to be a birthmark on this one or not. Like my granddaughter, she's got one little birthmark on her butt. No, he's not showing that there will be what they call birthmarks. It's a kiss from the angel before you get here, or something like that. He says he's hanging very close to your mom. I think she's seen him out of the corner of her eye. I don't know if I've told you before. I can see them head on, but they still do it to me too. You see them in your peripheral vision, and even having your head down and seeing it up here is still peripheral vision. But you think you see something move, something going down the hall, and you turn and look, and there's nothing there. But there was something there. It's just the way it works. I don't quite understand why it works that way. Your mom has noticed him. She may not admit it, or she's noticed something. Maybe she didn't know it was him. He said the old gal's doing pretty good. He just, not in a weird way and not in a I need to protect you way, but he just keeping an eye on her. Just checking in to see if there's something that he can do to help. Not that she really needs help. I'm not giving you any kind of warning. What's something? He's talking about something being crystal clear. It's crystal clear, and yet there's some kind of a haze in front of it. So he's not even saying what it's about. It's crystal clear, but there's this little film like in between. I don't know if it's you between your mom and this crystal clear thing, or you and this crystal clear thing. there's this little haze, and somehow that haze needs to clear up. And I don't know even what area this is in. I want to say health. And I'm not saying anybody's sick or anybody's. I've never seen it presented like this, so I'm not exactly sure how to explain it. I'm not saying anybody's sick or anybody's getting anything. If there's going to be some kind of fog removed, and then that will be crystal clear. Well, that's different, the way they're showing it this time. And even if your parents weren't together, when we get up there, it's all about love. We don't have any more. We've got all that crap stripped off of us. There's no hate, anger, resentment, all that stuff. So we're all about love, raising our vibration, and helping those still here that are still struggling with the lessons of life, that still have to put in the hard work, the hard stuff. And they're all about helping us survive it, work through it, learn our lessons, make it to the end goal. So it doesn't matter whether anybody was married, still married, or whatever. I don't know why I feel like he's telling me to explain that. So he knows what happened when you reached out to the family. He says shame on them. And not in a really judgmental way. He's not saying that. He's saying there was something that they should have attended. Yeah. There's something they would have learned and grown from had they reacted different. But that's their free will choice. They chose to act that way. He says you need to choose to let it go and accept whatever little tidbits you got and know that it was meant to be. And it's okay. It may not be in your eyes, but it really is okay. He says that's their karma. And go make the best life you can for yourself. He says to take that love that you have for your son and have just as much of that and maybe more for yourself. He said you need a little more confidence, a little more self-love. Have more love than you have for your son for yourself, which as moms, we don't do that. I don't know if I can do that. He's telling you to go buy yourself a present. And it's like perfume or something really neat smelling, something really pretty smelling. He says, go buy that for yourself. Now, as soon as you can. You earned it. You have to indulge in yourself once in a while. He's almost begging you. Indulge in yourself. You're worth it. You are worthy. Sorry, my teeth don't work. Worthy. He says, you're actually special. You can be very uplifting to others. And you're about to find out your true purpose in this lifetime. Nope, he says he's not saying, so don't even ask. And they're, I would be surprised if he did, because they're not supposed to. Well, not supposed to. I don't know if that's the way to say it, but um, it's for us to figure out. It's for us to follow the clues. It's for us to make our path and our journey and learn our lessons. So if they tell us, then we'll miss a lot of those lessons along the way. It's like I was just telling. Sorry, they make my head itch. Like I was telling somebody in my last reading, I take the scenic route. My path is going this way, and I am dead on my path. And then every so often, I take the scenic route. I'll still come back on my path, but I'll take the scenic route. That's what I call it. Crap. Why did I go that way? I knew that was wrong. You feel it in your gut. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. If you go to make a decision, sometimes your gut twists up because you're a little bit scared. But most of the time, if your gut starts twisting, it's because something's wrong, or you're going in the wrong direction, or you're not seeing another door that's open and you took the wrong door. Because we have free will choice, they can't stop us. He said, so Dad's telling you, trust your gut. Trust that. I call it psychic antenna. It will not lead you wrong if you trust it. Ask Dad to help you. What was Dad good at when he was here? And I always use the example, don't ask Uncle Joe if he didn't have a pot to piss in how to help you with finances down here, because he doesn't know how it works down here. He couldn't do it. So ask your dad for something he was good at when he was here. But you have to ask and you have to allow, because they cannot override your free will choice. Okay, Dad says you are a caregiver. I don't know if he means like you're a nurse or a teacher or something, or if he's just talking about taking care of mom, taking care of your kids, taking care of others. He says you are a true caregiver and you truly care. He says sometimes you got to go, no, 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 I've given too much. I've given too much. No, 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 you got to back up a little bit. Nope, you can't just keep taking. So if you got somebody that's draining your energy, take, sometimes you got to just back them up a little bit. Go, I need to breathe. I need to breathe. I can't give to you all the time. And then get back on the horse, he says. You were a scapegoat for somebody. Not, he didn't say are, he said you were. They used you for, you were being used. Let's not say it again. You were a scapegoat for somebody. But he's saying were like in the past experience. Don't know why he's acknowledging this. Learn from it. And don't let it happen again. Dad's shaking his finger at you. Don't be anybody's scapegoat. Don't let anybody make you feel less than. Okay, not sure where he's going with this. He's shown, well, we went camping last weekend with a bunch of people. and a lake. And he's showing me one of the scenes that I took pictures of, the lake, the sky, the ducks. Beautiful sky. So I don't know if you've recently been somewhere like that, or you need to go somewhere like that, or even just drive to it and sit in your car and enjoy the scene. There's something about this picture he's showing me. They never waste a message. There's always a reason. And he's not saying. It's up to him. It's his show. Again, he's saying do for you, not 100% of the time, but do for you. Take that time to breathe. So I'm feeling like he wants you to go to a place like this and just chill. Won't work there. Okay, he's still showing me the same scene. Now there's I'm going to say it's probably a dam. It's like a lake. That's where we were at anyway. He's not getting off of this, so there's something important here. But it's like there's a waterfall. It doesn't really look like a dam, but there's something anyway. The water is running in it, and it goes straight down. So and it could be just a little trickle. It may not be real. It may be something he wants you to visualize. And you imagine, I call them little minions. When I go walk by the river, I'll imagine a little boat out there and all these little minions, all these hurts and things that people have done to me or that I'm hanging on to. I imagine them jumping off, running down the hill, jumping in the little boat, and I watch them sail away, sail out of sight, gone. Sometimes they come back. I'm bad about pulling them back in, but I think he wants you to take those little minions and put them in a boat and send them down that waterfall where you can't see them anymore. He's talking about the family thing, the family that you went to see, the family. Was it his family? Don't remember. I don't remember. Whatever that family was that's kind of biting on you, send those little minions off. Let the universe transmute that energy. It's a release of the energy. Doesn't mean it's not still there, or I don't want to say that. It just changes the energy of it. And it won't bite on you so bad. Somehow you were made to feel guilty and you did nothing wrong. That's not on you, but you have to let go of that. And that's up to you. That's something nobody else could do. You have to do it. Let go of that feeling. Don't have to let go of the experience. You don't have to let go of those people, but you have to let go of that feeling because Dad is saying you did nothing wrong. But somehow you feel like you did. Or they made you feel like you did. I'm not sure. He says your daddy's little girl, and he's trying to sing. I think, isn't there a song that actually is called Daddy's Little Girl? But I'm not recognizing the tune, the melody of it, the music of it. He's not really giving us a lot of signs. I'm trying to get him to give sometimes comes up, and this is my left side. Sometimes these things look backwards. And it's like, I always tell people, I never know for sure how you're going to feel it, but it's like when somebody walks in the room, you don't hear them, you don't see them, but you feel their energy. You know somebody's there, and you turn around and you go, ah, where'd you come from? It's kind of like that, almost like somebody's watching me. You know that song, You Don't Want Me to Sing. It's like, feel his energy really, really strong. So you should feel that too. It could make the hair stand up on your neck. You could feel like a little breeze. You could feel the heat of it, of his energy. Could feel it push you a little bit. He's not shoving you, but it just kind of pushes on you. So know that he's very close. He's very close a lot of the time. But he says he does not want to interfere. And usually they can't interfere anyway, because that's overriding your free will choice. So he's there observing, but doesn't step forward most of the time. If you want him to, ask him to. Give him permission. And then see what happens. He will be there for all your events. All your events. He's holding up 3 fingers again, but he's not talking about babies. All your events. Are you getting married next March? Are you getting married on the 3rd of a month? Somebody's birthday on the 3rd of a month? I'm not sure where he's going with that. Sometimes they just don't explain enough. They don't want to give me all the details, but sometimes they need to give me just a little bit more. Would be nice, but it's his show. He can do what he wants within reason. With that, he's going to leave. He's blowing you kisses, and he's kind of doing like the flower girl thing. He's throwing rose petals. These are red. Oh, I see one yellow one. He's throwing rose petals behind him as he walks away. So know that when you see a random rose petal, you can be walking through Walmart and there could be a fake flower rose petal on the floor in front of you, or by the fresh flowers. So know when you see individual rose petals, and you'll see them in strange places usually, know that that's a sign from your dad. So validate him, acknowledge him, tell him you love him, and ask him to bring you more. And, well, just forgot what I was going to say. It's hell to get old. Well, I was going to say, if you've got a rose bush outside and the petals are falling off, that doesn't necessarily count unless you find one somewhere a ways away from it in a weird place. Watch for one to be on the kitchen counter. I love it when they do stuff like that. I don't like it when they've been hiding my stuff lately, and then after I look for 2 hours for it, I go back and there it is. It is possible. Much love to you, my dear. Thank you so much for being so patient. I'm trying to get my she shed figured out here, so I cannot possibly. I got to get caught up on my work, and I can't possibly get any further behind, even though I've always got a waiting list. Much love to you, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. Later.